Hi, my name's Elizabeth Durham. I went to the Future Aces conference in Barrie, Ontario in the year 2013. I'm 14 years old. My parents were not divorced, they got separated when I was only 1. I grew up happening to go back and forth with my mom and dad, with my twin sister and my older brother. I went to school in a small town called Lindsay. And the school wasn't very big. The school's called Leslie Frost. And I was kind of the odd one out. Like my friends, they looked at me differently. I wasn't as pretty as the other girls with the blonde hair, long, and the blue eyes. I had short hair. I was a little odd. So I kind of sat in the back and I ate lunch alone and I hung out with the teachers. I was called horrible names like ugly, fat, and I was even called a lesbian on social media once. People couldn't see it, but I was fine on the outside. I showed people I was outgoing, I was bubbly, but no one accepted me. And I would come home at nights, and I would cry, and I would cry. So I went to bed at night, and I would think about all the problems that happened at school. And I never let them go, and I would cry myself to sleep. Then I would have to go to my dad's and put a smile on my face and pretend like everything's okay. I didn't like to show my family that I was hurting.
Why?
Because if I showed my family that I was hurting, then I didn't want them to think that I was weak. So I was brave and I kind of stuck through it and I put up with everyone and I thought that everything was okay. So after being called brutal names and everything, I decided to go with 3 years of counseling. The 3 years of counseling, the guidance counselor told me to go into looking at pamphlets for my sexuality and looking at pamphlets towards other things. And they tried to tell me that everything was okay, write a journal, you'll get through it. It doesn't work like that. When someone hurts you, it doesn't heal quite that fast. So I carried on and I tried to explain to her, I'm not a lesbian. I know what I am and I know what I'm not. So eventually I started believing the things people said because I got weak and I caved in and I was sensitive, so I was an easy target. Then eventually my principal said to me, how about you go to this conference? There's a conference, it's called Future Aces. So I said to myself, you know what, this could be my chance. This could be my chance to become something I always wanted to be. So I said, why not? So I went to the conference and I said to my Mom, I really need to go. I need to make friends. I need to be accepted. I need to be myself. Maybe this is my chance, Mom. I went there and I remember getting on the bus and everyone staring at me because I had this vibrant blue hat on with a giant pom-pom right here. And everyone stared at me, but I wasn't afraid. I wasn't afraid of what people thought because I felt at home. I felt that everyone there had been through just as much as I have. And the conference made me think, wow, everyone here is so inspiring. Everyone here is so beautiful. They're their own person. So I said to myself, I have to be that. I have to fit in. I have to do that. So I went home. I came back to school with confidence, with courage. And I knew to myself, I have to have a positive attitude. And I have to be intelligent. And I have to be polite. And I have to be true to who I am for everyone else to accept me. I came back and I was new. And people saw me and they didn't make fun of me because I had confidence and I knew that I can do what I can. I had the abilities that no one else did. I could push myself past the limits to be successful and to be great at everything I do. So, with coming that to realization, I did. And I jumped in with action as fast as I could and I said to everyone, I can do this and I can do that. So sure enough, I did. I was glad with who I was. And before, I would come home and I would cry, but now I come home every night and I smile and I think to myself how beautiful life is and how great it is to feel good about yourself. But it was all because of one conference. 3 years of counseling compared to 3 days at a conference. Imagine being 10, 11, 12 or so, and having someone tell you you're worth nothing. Having someone tell you you're fat, you're ugly, or calling you horrible names. And now coming back as a new person and saying to yourself, you know what? I'm just gonna brush it off because maybe there is something wrong. Maybe there's other people out there that are suffering from what I went through. If I was talking to someone my age and I would say to them, you know what? Life is gonna suck. Life is gonna push you down and life's gonna hurt you. But out of all of the bad, you have the good. And I went through so much, but where I am now, talking and being able to share my story without shedding a tear is phenomenal. And someday you will come to the point where you say to yourself, you know what? I have to be strong. I have to be my own success story. I have to succeed and I have to try. I have to make an effort. Because all you want to do in the end is win. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what everyone else could be doing. Future Aces has helped me become who I am and helped me see the good and helped me just be a good person in general. And everyone else is a future ace. Everyone is a future ace. Maybe they haven't come to it yet. Maybe they haven't seen themselves yet being their own success story. Maybe they don't think they can do it. But you can. You can do anything you want to do. You can be anything you want to be. As long as you have faith, as long as you believe in yourself and believe in the others around you, because sometimes people around you need your hope. People around you need your love, need your care, need your sympathy. In 10 years from now, I see myself promoting other companies, promoting businesses, and I see myself being this person that is just, I see myself being an advocate, speaking for others, speaking for the things that aren't right. I see myself being a hero towards others. I see myself having my own life and living and having a great time along the way. I see myself in a room full of people, or in a room full of thousands of people who just want to hear and who just need someone to talk to. And I want to be that person. I want to talk to you. I want to reach out to you. I want to let you know that you are not alone. I want to let you know how lucky you are to be here and how lucky life is to you. To all the 14-year-olds out there and to everyone who is going through such a difficult time in their life, who is being bullied, who is suffering from depression, who's suicidal, to everyone out there that has those problems, I want you to know that there's always good in the bad, and that even though life can be a handful, and life can bring you down, and life can hurt you, life can leave scars on you, you always heal. Scars are just left there, but you will always heal. Thank you.